One of the biggest and most controversial topics in anxiety research is the question whether you should allow safety behaviors during an exposure. So, for example, if you have somebody who's afraid of a spider, should he be allowed to approach the spider with gloves? Or should he be allowed to wear a long-sleeved jacket in order to make it easier for him to approach the spider? Some researchers say, no, you shouldn't do that, because they say if he or she is allowed to use the safety behaviors and he succeeds in confronting his fear, he might say, well, I only made it because of the safety behavior. That might be helping in the first place, but in the long run could be problematic. And therefore a very new study is very interesting, because in this study they compared two groups, and in one group the participants were not allowed to use safety behaviors when they were approaching a tarantula, so they were all spider-phobic participants. And in another group they were allowed to use safety behaviors, but only in the beginning, to make the start easier for them. And this use of safety behaviors was called judicious use of safety behaviors, so a quite clever use of safety behaviors, so just to make the start easier. And it turned out, surprisingly, that first of all, both groups improved drastically. So the confrontation therapy, as in many other studies, was very, very effective. But it also turned out that both groups improved the same way. So there was no significant difference between the two groups. So this tells us it's not that important whether you are using safety behavior, especially if you are just using it in the beginning, but it's more important that you indeed confront your fear, that you face your fear. And then you can be quite sure that there will be great improvements. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little episode, and if you want, we will see you next time.